Hi, we're here at Vectors 2019 in Orlando, and joining me is Mark Lammert from Compliance Solutions. Mark, thanks for joining me.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity.
So, we're here halfway into the first day at Vectors. Initial thoughts?
I've been doing this with you guys for several years or whatever. It improves year after year. It's just unbelievable. Last year was in Nashville, this year here. It's just great accommodations and really good interaction with everybody.
Well, thanks. Tell our audience a little bit about your relationship with SkySwitch.
Okay, yeah. I've been working with you guys for years. We basically handle all the tax mapping, which is basically putting together the products and services and coding it, and then we handle the calculations of the taxes that go on the return, on the invoices that would go on, let's say, the billing, whether it's Rev.io or it's DataGate. And it's seamless. We've been working with Eileen and with William Brister, going through the whole thing with Frank and everything, and it's been just more and more seamless, and it's a great fit. And so now what we're doing is that we handle the tax exemption work and all for Frank, and what we're doing is we're developing a whole new system on tax exemption so that there's less paperwork going back and forth, and it's more of a system. And so there'll be login and password into this system, and then we'll provide notices to the individuals by, whether it's email or it's just a message basically. And then these folks we can just upload forms and all that. Now obviously with a lot of these clients, they're tax prep file and remit clients from Compliance Solutions. And so we actually upload those for ourselves, to make sure that everything's in good shape, to make sure that in an audit, everything's set for the client. So it's integrated really, really well, very, very well.
And it really sounds like it's making the work and the process a lot easier for those folks, taking some of that manual work out, automating some of it, and just offloading some of that burden.
Yeah, what happens is that if we can do that together, SkySwitch and us and doing this, what happens is that the actual owner can get more customers. They can be more efficient. They can do what they want to do, which is interacting with the customers, making the customer experience that much better. So we're kind of behind the scenes, inside the kitchen with the cook, basically, being the chef, and they're out there servicing the food, providing food to the customer, and they're getting more and more revenue, bigger base. If they decide an exit strategy, like for example, they want to sell their business, then we have everything all set. And so then we can provide that to, for example, a CPA firm or a joint venture firm, a capital firm that wants to buy the business. It's just a win-win for everybody.
So how does a company realize or start to think that, hey, we should look into working with somebody like Compliance Solutions? It's not like, hey, our phone system died. We need a new phone system. This is a little different.
Yeah, in essence, what we basically try to do is just have it set where we have it where we grow with the customer. So if they're in one estate or whatever, we'll size the price at that point, and then as they grow to more things, then we'll just keep moving and we'll calibrate with their steps. So it's one of those things that they don't really have to worry about, and it's set. The price is pretty fixed, so they can see what their margins are, and then from there it's just a matter of figuring out, do they want to hire more salespeople or marketing folks, and the dollars just keep going up for them.
And how's business been for you guys?
It's robust. It's good. It's the barrier to entries into this market now, as far as for voice or wireless, is very, very low. It used to be one of those things that the cost of getting into the market was expensive. Right now, it's the regulations are there, but we know our way through the landmine field to get the customer up online quickly. So it's very good. It's been growing, and the building of the momentum is just moving along.
Is that something that you found or maybe more importantly, that your users and customers have found is a huge benefit? Is there may be, I'm sure there are a lot of regulations that they may not even be aware of that obviously sort of you know very well.
Yeah, in this business, it's considered, VoIP and wireless is considered a sexy product. So there's a lot of taxes. There's a lot of legislative branch taxes, and there's a lot of executive branch surcharges. And it's complex. So when you look at things, it's not just like sales tax, like buying a pack of gum here at the hotel. It's you may have 8 different taxes on one transaction, and it's one of those things that no one really understands. So the city, the county, I call it the dog catcher level, the state, all wants their share. The 911 district wants a share. So if we can make it simple for them, then they can basically say, okay, well, we've taken a very complex situation and made it very simple. So if we can, that's our goal. If we can do that, make it very streamlined, then they can just keep moving on.
So as more and more, there's a huge addressable market in terms of companies still using their legacy phone systems. So as people keep onboarding and adopting voice over IP, that presents a tremendous opportunity for you.
Oh, it does, and it's such a with SIP and SD-WAN and all the different technologies that come along with it these days, it's better quality than ever before. And it's simplified. The great thing is that SkySwitch takes all the sting out of this whole thing. They can basically just sign up, and all the technical advantages, the managerial advantages, all the strategic marketing advantages that Jason is going to talk about, and things of that nature. All that's simple. Now it's just you're bringing capital to the table. We handle the operational side to take the sting out of that, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for being here at Vectors this week.
Okay, thank you very much.